Whoosh whoosh. The moment Xiao Gui finished speaking, the stream nearby suddenly began to tremble. Then, as if perceiving intruders, it surged toward Xiao Gui and Luo Minglan with a fierce howl. Watch out! Although Luo Minglan reacted swiftly, her radiant douqi surged in an attempt to block the incoming force. However, she was a step slower than Xiao Gui. Before her defenses were fully formed, Xiao Gui's shield arrived just in time. A series of deafening explosions echoed as a terrifying assault unfolded. Thin wisps of eerie black mist emanated from Xiao Gui, coalescing into a formidable black shield before the two of them, sealing them in perfect protection. Boom! Countless streams of water from the brook erupted, transforming into razor-sharp ice spikes shimmering with chilling light, shooting toward Xiao Gui. Each spike exuded an icy glow that sent shivers down one's spine. In an instant, the ice spikes struck the eerie black shield in front of Xiao Gui, only to disintegrate like moths drawn to a flame. At the same time, the water in the stream was temporarily subdued by the ghostly aura emanating from Xiao Gui. Why does this guy's aura feel like ghost energy? Could he be a native of the ghost realm? Luo Menglan's eyes flickered with doubt as she observed Xiao Gui, whose powerful ghostly aura radiated ominous energy. This presence was typically exclusive to the ghost realm's native inhabitants, who were often extraordinary beings. The creatures of the ghost realm were mostly spiritual entities or wandering souls. Their defining trait was the use of ghost energy, unlike humans who wielded douqi with distinct attributes. This fundamental difference made distinguishing between ghost creatures and humans relatively simple. It's fine now. After a brief struggle, Xiao Gui effortlessly fended off the attack. Once he confirmed the stream had calmed down, he turned to the woman before him with a reassuring smile. This place is truly dangerous, Luo Minglan remarked with a slow nod. Looks like there's a cave down there. As the stream settled, a dark cave appeared not far away. From within came loud snoring, reverberating ominously. What a powerful sense of oppression, Luo Minglan murmured as she stared into the shadowy depths of the cave. It was evident that the cave was their destination, but the oppressive aura hidden in the snores made her uneasy. Let's go. This should be the lair of the big creature we're looking for. Stay alert, Xiao Gui advised. Though Luo Minglan was meticulous, she chose not to dwell on Xiao Gui's ghost energy, as he had left a positive impression. Together, they cautiously made their way forward. This stream doesn't seem so simple, a voice spoke from behind as Xiao Yan appeared. Bending down, he reached out toward the stream with his hand. Hiss! The moment his hand touched the water, an intense chill pierced through him, forcing his body's flames to instinctively flare up. The cold was far beyond ordinary. What an icy stream! The water here is no ordinary substance. Retracting his hand, Xiao Yan stared intently at the water. Though crystal clear, it emitted an aura that filled him with dread. It seems my suspicion was correct. The creature dwelling in this passage is likely an ice demon swordsman, murmured the spectral form of the master of devouring souls, his gaze fixed on the depths of the tunnel. Ice demon swordsman? It's said that these soul beasts are incredibly cunning, resembling humans in form. They wield masterful sword techniques and possess profound ice attribute douqi, making their strength unfathomable. Xiao Yan's heart grew heavy as he contemplated the creature's fearsome reputation. It seems the so-called treasure is guarded by this being. Xiao Yan shifted his gaze from the stream to the depths, a faint smile forming on his lips. This stream is far from ordinary. It's said that the ice demon swordsman, though human-like, expels excess energy at intervals to maintain balance within its body. Being a master of ice attributes, this expelled energy gathers in the stream, resulting in what we see now, the master of devouring souls explained. Indeed, a genuine ice demon swordsman would possess such traits. However, this one appears to be an energy-formed spirit beast. Normally, such creatures shouldn't be this powerful. If this is true, the creature's ice attribute power might have reached the level of a small heavenly seed, Xiao Yan concluded gravely. Let's go. Whoosh whoosh. In no time, the figures of Xiao Gui and Luo Minglan appeared deep within the cave. It's getting colder the further we go down, and that snoring sound, along with the pressure, is intensifying, Xiao Gui remarked cautiously as he scanned the surroundings from his position at the front. The two exchanged a glance upon hearing this, then proceeded cautiously deeper into the cave. We're here. After a brief pause, Luo Menglan's delicate eyes grew solemn. She raised her hand slightly, pointing to the depths ahead. What is that? Following her gesture, Xiao Gui's eyelid twitched violently, a wave of shock rippling through his heart. Shoo! A moment later, Luo Menglan quickly reached out with her small hand, covering Xiao Gui's mouth and nose to prevent him from making any sound. The two then leaned against the cave wall. The area they were in was cramped, only a few meters wide. Silver crystals embedded in the walls illuminated the space, while an endless, frigid white mist filled the surroundings. Deep within the cave was a lake formed by a convergence of streams. The entire lake, however, was frozen solid, as if encased in eternal ice. At the center of the frozen lake stood a towering peak, dozens of meters high, composed entirely of ice. Atop the peak sat an irregular crystal, roughly a few meters in size and resembling a boulder. From this crystal emanated faint snoring sounds. Just a glimpse of it sent a bone-chilling cold coursing through Xiao Gui and Luo Menglan, as though they had fallen into a bottomless icy abyss. Be careful. If it wakes up, we'll be in serious trouble, Luo Menglan whispered cautiously while keeping her hand over Xiao Gui's mouth. This creature, its power is terrifying. Just from a glance, Xiao Gui could sense its formidable strength. This being is called the Ice Demon Swordsman, Luo Menglan explained, her delicate eyes shifting slightly. It resembles humans in appearance and enters a rocky state while it slumbers to protect itself. Its intelligence is low, and it primarily uses sword techniques and ice attribute Do Qi. Even so, it possesses the strength of an early 4-star Do Xian. What about the treasure you mentioned? Xiao Gui asked, shifting his gaze away from the sleeping creature. As soon as he spoke, an intense milky white glow emerged from several hundred meters below the frozen lake, radiating slowly upward. What's that? Such powerful energy waves! Xiao Gui exclaimed as he stared at the light, which shimmered gently through the ice like the first rays of dawn. Soft, pure, and dazzling. That's our target, Luo Menglan said, her tone laced with joy. But before that, this creature is a serious problem. Her expression turned grave as she considered the Ice Demon Swordsman's overwhelming strength and sharp sword techniques based on her intelligence. Because of its cultivation in ghostly energy, does it lack an attribute? Luo Menglan pondered aloud. She was carefully analyzing how the two of them could confront the powerful creature before them. Being of the ice attribute herself, she was at a disadvantage against the Ice Demon Swordsman, especially since they were in its territory. The odds of victory were 70-30 in the creature's favor. Adding Xiao Gui, who wielded ghostly energy, might tilt the odds to 60-40. However, Luo Menglan was unsure of Xiao Gui's actual combat capabilities, leaving her hesitant. After all, she didn't fully understand the ghost realm. In the human realm, those who broke through to Do Xian fused life and death energies to produce Do Xian power, which often carried specific attributes that greatly enhanced their combat strength. Ghostly energy, however, didn't fall within this category. What's wrong? Xiao Gui asked, noticing Luo Menglan deep in thought. Big guy, I'll wake it up and hold it off. You head down and retrieve the treasure, Luo Menglan finally decided. The treasure beneath the frozen lake, rumored to help someone advance from a perfected 3-star Do Xian to a 4-star, was something she couldn't confirm entirely. To avoid empty-handed failure, she was willing to act herself. Got it, Xiao Gui replied thoughtfully. However, as he moved a few meters away from Luo Menglan, he hesitated and stopped on the icy surface of the lake. No matter how he thought about it, leaving a woman, especially one he admired, alone in such danger seemed reckless. Phew, Luo Menglan, unaware of Xiao Gui's pause, focused her gaze on the rocky crystal atop the icy peak. This woman, turns out she also has ice attribute Do Qi? Xiao Gui exclaimed in shock as wisps of white cold air emerged from Luo Menglan. Wake up, big guy. Moments later, the white cold air around Luo Menglan condensed into a sharp ice needle. With a casual flick of her wrist, it shot toward the crystalline rock embedded in the mountain peak. This fool! Hidden in the shadows, Xiao Yan couldn't help but feel exasperated, muttering inwardly. If the ice demon swordsman were awakened abruptly, they would face it in a rage-filled state. Within the frozen lake, endless cold air permeated, silencing even the breathing from the crystalline rock atop the mountain. Boom! As Luo Minglan made her move, the entire mountain shook. Pieces of ice fell from its slopes, and a terrifying chill erupted from the crystalline rock at the peak. Roar! A surge of energy rippled from the crystalline rock, and then it shattered explosively, revealing a humanoid figure within. So, this is the ice demon swordsman? It looks exactly like a human? Xiao Gui, watching cautiously from a distance, murmured in disbelief as the spirit beast emerged. The ice demon swordsman's form slowly materialized within the mountain. It had a human-like body, facial features, and limbs, but it differed in one key aspect. Its entire being was composed of countless white ice blocks, giving it a purely frosty appearance. Whoosh! The moment it awoke, an aura of fury radiated from the ice demon swordsman, as if Luo Menglan's disturbance had enraged it. Bang! 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 The ice demon swordsman moved swiftly, transforming chunks of ice from its body into sharp projectiles, which flew toward Luo Menglan with deadly precision. Ice Yuan Force. Luo Menglan smiled faintly. Ice-attributed Do Qi surged in her palm, and she struck out directly at the approaching ice demon swordsman. Boom! A burst of white mist spread out, and a beam of white light shot forth like an arrow from a taut bow. Swish! In an instant, the ice demon swordsman collided with Luo Menglan's attack. Despite the seemingly overwhelming power of her strike, the ice demon swordsman shattered it with ease, sending icy powder scattering across the surroundings. This creature is even stronger than Ancestor Luo described, Luo Menglan thought, retreating a few steps to stabilize herself. The ice demon swordsman, however, remained expressionless, its ice attribute Do Qi growing even more intense. Sword. The ice demon swordsman, with limited intelligence, murmured. A gleaming white jade sword, formed entirely of ice, materialized in its hands. Glacier sword in tint. Before Luo Menglan could react, the ice demon swordsman's eyes narrowed, and a powerful wave of energy erupted. With a roar resembling a spirit beast's, it clasped the jade sword in both hands and unleashed a devastating strike. Not good. Both Xiao Yan and Xiao Gui, still in hiding, exclaimed in unison. From the ice demon swordsman's sword energy, they could sense a chilling, deathly aura. If this strike landed on Luo Menglan, she would likely be gravely injured or worse. Wait, let Xiao Gui handle it, said the master of soul devouring as Xiao Yan prepared to intervene, draping himself in a black robe. Just as the words were spoken, Xiao Yan noticed a black light streaking across the lake like lightning, racing toward Luo Menglan. Ice Yuan Heavenly Lock. Realizing the power of the ice demon swordsman's attack, Luo Menglan refused to yield. She unleashed her perfected 3-star Do Xian strength, her ice-attributed Do Qi enveloping her body. A towering icy chain, 100 feet long, materialized. Humans die. The ice demon swordsman sneered. With its white jade sword, it slashed ferociously at Luo Menglan, accompanied by a shockwave of devastating sword and tint energy. Just a mindless spirit beast. Luo Menglan snorted coldly. Despite sensing the deathly aura within the incoming attack, she controlled her icy chains to lash out at the ice demon swordsman. Crash! The ice demon swordsman's sword and tint tore through Luo Menglan's ice Yuan Heavenly Lock with ease, its energy beam surging toward her vital points. In the moment of Luo Menglan's hesitation, the ice demon swordsman's glacier sword and tint transformed into a beam of earth-shattering cold energy. With an overwhelming aura of death, it instantaneously arrived by her side. Luo Menglan's breath grew heavy. She attempted to summon a defensive move, but her efforts were in vain. Clearly, her ice attribute Do Qi was no match for the ice demon swordsman. Under his suppressive aura, Her do qi had become exceedingly difficult to wield. Dodge. Just as Luo Minglan realized things were spiraling out of control, a sudden, urgent voice rang out. Xiao Gui, shrouded in an intensely thick, ghostly aura, moved swiftly. In a flash, he appeared beside her and, with a forceful shove, pushed Luo Minglan aside. Instead, his own body collided head-on with the Glacier Sword energy. The Glacier Sword energy was the signature move of the Ice Demon Swordsman, condensing all of his ice attribute do qi into a concentrated energy beam, enveloped by boundless frigid air. This formidable attack was terrifyingly lethal, capable of easily obliterating someone of Xiao Gui's perfected 3-star do xian strength. Boom! Despite Xiao Gui's formidable ghostly aura, it was no match for the Glacier Sword energy. In mere moments, he was forced back. His expression turned grim as a deafening explosion echoed, and his attack was completely shattered. Swish! In the aftermath of the blast, Xiao Gui pushed Luo Minglan further back. However, the ghostly aura surrounding him dissipated, leaving him vulnerable. The savage Glacier Sword energy struck his left arm, causing threads of cold air to emanate from the wound. What a strange Glacier Sword energy! Xiao Gui gritted his teeth against the pain. Glancing at Luo Minglan and confirming she was unharmed, he managed a weak grin. He seemed unconcerned about his own injury. You! Luo Minglan shouted angrily, noticing the threads of cold air seeping from Xiao Gui's arm. If left untreated, they could cause long-term damage. Furious, she reprimanded him. How can you smile at a time like this? Do you even realize how serious your injury is? Swish! The chilling cold from Xiao Gui's injured arm resembled an endless abyss, sending shivers down anyone who looked at it. Glacier Sword! The Ice Demon Swordsman let out a cold snort, his contempt for the two humans apparent. Raising his gleaming white jade sword, he prepared to annihilate them with overwhelming force. This guy! Watching from the shadows, Xiao Yan shook his head in exasperation. From his perception, it was clear that Xiao Gui's distraction was due to his feelings for Luo Minglan. Otherwise, with his strength, he would not have been in such a dire situation against a 4-star do xian Ice Demon Swordsman. Seeing the situation escalate, Xiao Yan could not remain idle. Cloaked in a black robe and wielding the ancient ruler of heavenly flames, he leapt onto the frozen lake. Himph! The Ice Demon Swordsman's ice power surged through his sword, aiming to obliterate the pair. But before it could strike, a blazing red ruler smashed into the icy attack, shattering it instantly. The Ice Demon Swordsman turned, his gaze locking onto the black-robed figure. A 4-star do xian against 2 3-star do xians? That seems a bit excessive, the black-robed figure said, his voice calm. Flames danced along his robe, their vitality undiminished even in this icy domain. Big brother? Xiao Gui's heart stirred. Recognizing Xiao Yan despite the black robe, he felt a wave of emotion. The bloodline connection between them resonated deeply, leaving no doubt in his mind. Die! The Ice Demon Swordsman lacked higher intelligence, moving like a puppet driven by hatred. His gaze fixated on Xiao Yan, and waves of frigid do qi spread outward from his feet, freezing everything in its path. Forget it. Let them have this thing, Xiao Yan muttered, casting a glance at the mysterious treasure beneath the frozen lake. He sighed. Still, this guy might help me break through. I'll just have to lure him out. Might as well give those two a bit of a show. With his plan decided, Xiao Yan wasted no time. The ancient ruler of heavenly flames swirled before him as fiery energy surged from his body. 7-layered skybreaker ruler. With a cold snort, Xiao Yan swung the massive ruler. 7 towering flame constructs materialized and roared toward the Ice Demon Swordsman with unstoppable force. Swish, swish. The Ice Demon Swordsman's eyes twitched slightly as a hint of vigilance surfaced. The flames surrounding Xiao Yan were far from ordinary fire. Old fool, get lost. A furious roar echoed, and Xiao Yan's figure vanished like a phantom. In the next instant, he reappeared in front of the Ice Demon Swordsman. The ancient ruler of heavenly flames in his hand disappeared as fiery crimson flames coalesced in his palm and struck the ice demon swordsman with explosive force. Crash! The ice demon swordsman's humanoid body staggered under the blow, chunks of ice slowly falling off. Xiao Yan's attack had inflicted considerable damage, but it provoked an overwhelming killing intent from the ice demon swordsman. Boom! 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 Xiao Yan's flames were indeed powerful, but his strength was merely at the mid-3-star Douxian level. In contrast, the ice demon swordsman was a genuine early 4-star Douxian, and this was its territory. A thunderous roar filled with fury erupted as its formidable power surged forth. Rumble! A deafening roar accompanied by waves of chilling white frost erupted from the ice demon swordsman's body, sending a shockwave of frost-coated Douqi blasting toward Xiao Yan. The force flung him several meters away. Not good. Xiao Yan's expression darkened as he immediately activated the flame-swallowing technique. Transforming into a streak of light, he dashed toward the perimeter. However, the ice demon swordsman failed to notice the faint smirk curling at the edge of Xiao Yan's lips. Swish, swish. Enraged by Xiao Yan's maneuver, the ice demon swordsman's pride as the ruler of this icy realm was shattered. Howling with indignation, it pursued Xiao Yan relentlessly, determined to obliterate him and reclaim its dignity. Meanwhile, with Xiao Yan and the ice demon swordsman gone, the frozen lake gradually returned to tranquility. Luo Minglan and the injured Xiao Gui stood, stunned by what had just transpired. Who was that person? Luo Minglan asked in disbelief. The black-robed figure's strength was far inferior to theirs, yet he had managed to lure away the ice demon swordsman. This was undoubtedly dangerous, but now, with the swordsman gone, the treasures below were within reach. Hesitation flashed across her face. Not sure. Probably a fellow disciple from our spirit hall, training here, Xiao Gui thought wryly, but chose not to share his true thoughts. He was curious whether Luo Minglan would prioritize the treasures or their comrade. No. That person's strength is too weak. Recklessly luring the ice demon swordsman could lead to disaster. If he's entered Spirit Mountain, he must be one of our disciples. We should save him, Luo Minglan said anxiously, abandoning the treasures below as she set off to follow Xiao Yan and the ice demon swordsman. Don't worry. That black-robed person emitted strong flame energy. If I had to guess, it's probably the power of a small heavenly seed. He'll be fine. Xiao Gui tried to reassure her, touched by her selflessness. How can you be so sure? That's the mid-3-star Douxian against an early 4-star Douxian. No, we must hurry. Without waiting for a response, Luo Minglan surged her Douqi, accelerating in pursuit. Trust me, Xiao Gui called after her. Let's check the mysterious treasure below first. Interestingly, Xiao Gui's injured left arm, struck by the glacier sword Qi, now bore a faint mark exuding piercing cold. Though suppressed by his ghostly aura, the residual chill could pose a threat in the future. Fine. Luo Minglan hesitated briefly but eventually nodded, following Xiao Gui as they descended toward the lakebed. Meanwhile, Xiao Yan and the ice demon swordsman continued their fierce battle. Heh. Once we leave your domain, let's see how you fare against me in this open ground. With Xiao Yan's formidable soul power, he could easily detect the treasure hidden beneath the icy surface of the lake. Although its exact nature remained unclear, it seemed evident that the item was valuable only to those with ice attributes. For others, it likely held little significance. Coupled with Xiao Gui's involvement, this led to Xiao Yan's plan to lure out the ice demon swordsman. Boom! With each step the ice demon swordsman took, an overwhelming tide of icy threads surged forth. Whoosh! Both Xiao Yan and the ice demon swordsman emerged from the dark passage, entering an expansive clearing devoid of any other spirit beasts, clearly the ice demon swordsman's territory. This is it. Your final resting place, Xiao Yan muttered, scanning the surroundings with satisfaction before curling his lips into a smirk. Die! The ice demon swordsman, seeing Xiao Yan halt his movements, gripped its icy sword tightly. Threads of dazzling, frigid energy erupted with a deafening roar. Crimson flame. Xiao Yan, unfazed, responded with a cold laugh. The great heavenly scarlet flame seed encased his body, revealing his mid-3-star Douxian power in full splendor. Roar! Enraged by the fiery aura enveloping Xiao Yan, the ice demon swordsman let out a deafening howl, gripping its icy sword with both hands. It leapt forward and swung the weapon down at Xiao Yan. Clang! The moment the icy sword collided with the fiery aura, the great heavenly scarlet flame seed around Xiao Yan shuddered, as if it might extinguish at any moment. This sword seems to contain a small heavenly seed of the ice attribute. Combined with the ice demon swordsman's early 4-star Douxian strength, it's proving quite troublesome, Xiao Yan thought as he leapt back, stowing away his ancient ruler of heavenly flames. A fiery determination rose in his heart. Escaping might be easy, but Xiao Yan intended to kill this opponent and absorb its power for his breakthrough. Retreat was not an option. In that case, let's see how you handle this. Perfect. I'll use you as a trial stone. Xiao Yan smirked as he dodged the ice demon swordsman's relentless attacks. Though its intelligence was low, each swing of its icy sword created massive ripples of energy, leaving little room for error. A single misstep could cost him dearly. Flame-swallowing technique. Mustering all his strength, Xiao Yan unleashed a powerful strike that temporarily forced the ice demon swordsman back. A mysterious and profound energy then coursed through his Dou core, surging into every part of his body like it was searching for sustenance. Finally, it gathered at his chest. The energy coalesced into a crimson cauldron, its surface adorned with intricate flame patterns. Ancient, powerful waves of energy emanated from the small, palm-sized cauldron, a manifestation of the flame-swallowing technique. The flame-swallowing technique allowed its user to devour flames temporarily to amplify their power. Over time, through continued practice, the technique shaped itself into this crimson cauldron, which could absorb flames and transform them into strength. Fireheart Heavenly Rock, come to me, Xiao Yan commanded. In an instant, earthy yellow flames burst from within him, surging into the crimson cauldron. Before he could even react, the cauldron absorbed the flames entirely. It works. Late 3-star Douxian. With the absorption of the Fireheart Heavenly Rock, a pure surge of energy flowed through Xiao Yan's body, causing his strength to skyrocket. But it's not over yet. Ghost-faced Soul Flame. Crimson Flame. Xiao Yan roared once more. A streak of azure flame, accompanied by the great heavenly scarlet flame seed, streamed into the crimson cauldron. Boom! With the addition of 2 sacred flames and the great heavenly scarlet flame seed, Xiao Yan's aura skyrocketed from mid-3-star Douxian to half-step 4-star Douxian. The sheer power of this transformation was overwhelming. The amplification provided by the flame-swallowing technique far surpassed the renowned 3 mysterious transformations of Skyfire on the Douqi continent. Gurgle. The ice demon swordsman felt an immense wave of dread as Xiao Yan's strength surged. How could it have anticipated that its seemingly prey-like opponent would suddenly become so formidable? Ice demon swordsman, let's see just how powerful the amplified strength of the flame-swallowing technique truly is. Rumble. The crimson cauldron formed by Xiao Yan's flame-swallowing technique flashed into existence and disappeared in an instant. Xiao Yan's movements were fluid and precise as the cauldron absorbed 3 different flames. He then concealed the cauldron within his body. After all, while the flame-swallowing technique was formidable, it had a time limit and could only last for the duration of 1 incense stick. However, the flame-swallowing technique had a fatal flaw, this crimson cauldron. If the cauldron were destroyed, Xiao Yan's surging power would instantly dissipate. The cauldron itself was highly mysterious, with origins that even Xiao Yan and the Master of Ferocious Souls couldn't ascertain. It seemed he would need to visit the Swallowing Spirit clan in the future to uncover its secrets. Swish swish. Xiao Yan, now at the half-step 4-star Douxian level, locked his gaze onto the ice demon swordsman. A surge of orange-yellow flames abruptly erupted from within him, engulfing the entire space with ease. Buzz buzz. As the orange-yellow flames spread, waves of searing heat filled the area, so intense they could even burn souls. These flames were a fusion of Fireheart Heavenly Rock, Ghostface Soul Flame, and Crimson Flame through the flame-swallowing technique. Their power was immense, comparable to sacred flames ranked within the top 20. Yet within Xiao Yan's body, 2 sacred flames remained ununited. Lacking full confidence in his ability to fuse them and with lingering questions about the flame mantra, he had temporarily stored them away. Attempting a rash fusion might lead to unforeseen consequences. But if Xiao Yan could successfully merge the 2 sacred flames, his flame's power would be unrivaled among peers of his rank. Rumble. The Ice Demon Swordsman's expression darkened. The oppressive aura of Xiao Yan's half-step 4-star Docian strength, combined with the overwhelming orange-yellow flames, gave it a palpable sense of impending death. Trying to run? Weren't you acting high and mighty just now? Xiao Yan's lips curled into a faint smile as he darted toward the fleeing Ice Demon Swordsman. Splash! The Ice Demon Swordsman dared not face Xiao Yan directly. Even from a distance, the orange-yellow flames melted the ice covering its body, forcing it to flee. Whoosh whoosh! As Xiao Yan closed in, the Ice Demon Swordsman unleashed a flurry of icy sword auras in an attempt to block his pursuit. Too weak. Xiao Yan shook his head. As the icy sword auras neared within a few meters of him, the orange-yellow flames surged forward, effortlessly melting and evaporating them. Tisk, Piske. The power of this flame fusion is truly terrifying, Xiao Yan remarked. What amazes me most is the unique nature of this flame. It seems I should work on fusing the sacred flames and test the strength of a newly merged fire. He gazed at the orange-yellow flame's immense strength and envisioned the even greater power that would emerge once the flame's origins were fully integrated. Heavenly King Seal. Without hesitation, Xiao Yan brought his hands together. Flames enveloped his body, lifting him into the air like a deity. Buzz buzz. The Ice Demon Swordsman realized it could no longer escape. Gathering its icy do chi, it steadied itself as the ice sword in its hand pulsated, releasing an ominous resonance. A final strike, then? Xiao Yan chuckled. Bring it on. Heavenly King Seal. Xiao Yan's voice echoed as an enormous 100-foot orange-yellow imprint burst forth from his hands. The imprint, imbued with an ancient energy and infused with the orange-yellow flames, carried a destructive force capable of grievously injuring even a mid-4-star Docian. Glacier Sword Intent. The Ice Demon Swordsman unleashed an overwhelming sword aura, a towering 100-foot ice beam rising to clash with Xiao Yan's fiery imprint. Whoosh whoosh. The deafening collision reverberated across the space. The icy beam lasted only a few breaths before it was consumed and dissipated by the fiery imprint. Boom! The fiery imprint struck the Ice Demon Swordsman, shattering the icy armor covering its body. Under the combined power of 2 sacred flames and the great heavenly scarlet flame seed, the flames obliterated it entirely. What's this? As the Ice Demon Swordsman perished, a pure white energy orb emerged from its remains. The orb was flawless, no larger than a fist, yet it contained an astonishingly pure energy, enough to push Xiao Yan to the next level. What are you waiting for? Otherwise, the power will dissipate in no time. Seeing Xiao Yan momentarily stunned, the Master of Soul Devouring scolded him directly. All right. Upon hearing this, Xiao Yan finally relaxed. Instantly, the flames being devoured within the Crimson Cauldron vanished, and his aura reverted to its original mid-3-star Docian stage. Remarkably, there was no sign of weakness or discomfort, clearly indicating that the flame-swallowing technique had no side effects. The only limitation was that it could be performed only once per battle. Swish! With a simple arrangement, Xiao Yan set up a soul barrier. Without hesitation, his brilliant soul power invaded the pure white energy cluster, easily consuming it. Simultaneously, the Do core within his body gradually strengthened, and his power began to rise steadily from the mid-3-star Docian stage. This pure energy was exceptionally rare. Having undergone numerous battles, Xiao Yan's breakthrough came naturally. After all, each star level contained 4 substages, and only the breakthrough to the perfected stage of a higher rank would trigger a Docian tribulation. Advancing between star levels wouldn't provoke another lightning tribulation. This spirit mountain truly is mysterious. It seems there must be some colossal entity at the summit of this mountain, capable of making this energy so pure, thereby giving rise to spirit beasts. That creature must be an incredible treasure. If I could obtain and devour it, perhaps there would be an infinitesimal chance of reaching the long-dreamed reincarnation realm. Yet, that creature has fallen, leaving only an empty shell. What a pity. As Xiao Yan continued absorbing the spirit beast's energy, the master of soul-devouring's gaze turned profound. Through the soul barrier and the endless white mist, he looked toward the summit of Spirit Mountain. There, a soul beast's carcass seemed to lie. Countless mysterious patterns covered the corpse, emanating an ancient aura.